Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, what do I mean by live? What I mean is that I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. So if you are looking for a video where somebody's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this will not be a video for you. But if you're open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm very confident you'll get some value from this video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software now, and I'll be back at the market open. I am going to be watching Tesla out of the opening gate, so if you're wondering why did the screen just change around, that's because I trade stocks and options. So what you first were seeing was my stock setup. Now you're looking at my option setup, so that's why the screen just flipped like that. So we'll see what happens on Tesla. Market opens up here in less than a minute, so I will keep you updated. Have an order at 131.50 here. Actually, that should be 131.65. So looking to play a back test here on IBM. So I'm now back to my stock setup. Oh, maybe it's not going to back test up any further. All right, well, not looking like that one's going to take shape here. So I will go ahead and pause. Have an order at 14.50 here for some call. So I need Tesla, the stock price itself, to come down a bit more. Going to adjust down to 14.25. Big move down here on Tesla. So I'm trying to buy this dip here, but I want to see it come down a bit more. So I will go ahead and pause for now, but I'll keep a close eye on it. Give an order at 13.50 now. That little rest right there threw things off a little bit and just made me needed to readjust the order. So I'm at 13.50. Ideally, when Tesla gets down around the 7.18-ish mark, I'd like to be getting filled. But there is a bit of a guessing game that comes with options. But yeah, right now I'm at 13.50. I'll keep a close eye on it. All right, have an order at 15.50 here for some puts, trying to play this back test. So once again, the price of Tesla needs to come up a bit more. I'll keep a close eye on it. I apologize for continuing to get the recording started with no fills, but at the same time, this is how trading goes sometimes. You try for a fill, you don't get it. You watch, you try for a fill, you don't get it. So yes, I realize that it can get a little frustrating, but at the same time, this is the real life look at how trading can be. And once again, as you can see, just can't quite get the timing right as of now, as it seems to be pulling back. So, well, that was a quick recovery. So I actually don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and reassess, because that was a nasty little fake breakdown there. So I still want to play the back test, but I want to give the back test a bit more room now to operate. As you can right now, a bigger move here. All right, I will pause. Right now, watching for a break of 7.24, and I would pick up some puts here. So at this point, I'm looking to play a breakdown, no longer to try to play a back test or anything like that. But I want to see 7.24 to try to play some sort of breakdown here of this bear flag that's forming. In fact, I need to get that alerted too. Tesla 1 minute bear flag. Breakdown point at 7.24. Okay, here we are. Starting to come down. Okay, in there. Let's see if I can get some follow through here. Got to get down through 7.23. Knocking on the door. There we go. Kind of. Coming back down to 723. There's the break. So I'm just going to take the 180 there because NVIDIA looking very interesting, and I like to try NVIDIA too. Well, Tesla off screen. Wow. Okay. In fact, okay. Well, that's the problem without context, and the context for me has been I've been very, very jumpy. Okay. All right. And it's just stop talking here because potentially play some calls. Let's go to 23 here. Just double checking. Yeah. This move is, wow. Well, congratulations to members that held on and didn't choose out. I thought I gave it time, but I've just had too many, and you haven't seen this, but I've had too many recently that have snapped back in my face after I've given them time because this is a very jumpy market right now. So I realize in this situation, this is very encouraging. So I'm happy to see this because, always good to see some follow through. But yeah, because there hasn't been follow through. That's why, I gave it time. And then, I just decided to jump out. So, did I mess up the trade? I suppose in hindsight, but had the market done what it's normally done and snapped back up, I'd be looking pretty smart to have gotten out and locked in the $180 gain. So, that's why hindsight trading, always so much easier to, be a hindsight trader. Okay, we need to change this now down to 2250. So let's see. But wow, what a breakdown. Good. This is encouraging. I like to see this. Yes, it stings because shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I played it the way I thought I should have based on how things have been going, generally speaking. And this is still, unfortunately, only one data point of some follow through. But hopefully, I see start to see more and more of this around the market. That would be a very encouraging sign. But so, okay, up 180. Still looking to potentially trade some calls now because this move. Oh, and before I forget, if you're wondering, hey, Clay, how does your chat room work? You can see right there. Tesla 1 minute bear flag, breakdown point at 724. So to any members that took that, again, congratulations. Well done to you. Hopefully you're still holding because you were doing very, very well at this point. Okay, I need to go down to 22. All right, I'll go ahead and pause the software. All right, I'm watching 723 here as a potential short. Just going to do shares. This is mainly based on the 5 minute. I will go short at 724.50 if it wants to come up there. If not, I'm still willing to take it at 723. So it's just a waiting game. Which way does it want to go here? Okay, starting to head back up. And either 723 or 724.50. Let's see if I can get filled there. There we go, in. So let's see if this thing wants to come back down. First key break is going to be 723.25. So if we can get that break, I'd be feeling pretty good about things. So we're bouncing right at that level, slightly above it. There we go. Can we get 723 break? I'm definitely still gun shy about things. Let's do this to help out with being a little gun shy. So reduce position size. really starting to lose trust in this move now. Going to do some more. Still have 50 shares, so if I am wrong, nope. And this is exactly what I mean. See that fake move right there? All right, I'll just hop out there for $17. And that's what I mean. That was a great setup. Got the breakdown, and then just up it went. So this is the type of thing that has been very, very common, and which is what had led me to. So let me just grab my. So what we're seeing here, you saw breakdown, snapping back up, is what led me to say, let me just play that one a little bit safer. Of course, that one worked. And this one also worked to an extent. At least I still locked in a gain. But had I, held everything, that would have been a loss there, because it snapped back enough. Because in my mind, I got the back test. It came back down, broke, so it should have gotten moving at that point, and it didn't. Snap back up. And I mean, if this thing comes back down, that'll just really show how tricky the market is, because it fake breakdown and then a fake bounce up, and then maybe does it then make a move? Maybe. But like I said, that just really kind of illustrates how tricky the market is and why I'm just going to be done for the day. So a little over an hour, I'm up 198, and I'm more than happy with that. I mean, in all actuality, and I know a lot. There we go, and look at that. Now it still hasn't quite broken down to where it was, but point being, that just really kind of illustrates how tricky the market is. But as I say quite a bit, and it's just because it's easy for me to say, Jesus, I made 198. Then why bother? What's the point? But when I go up to somebody that makes minimum wage and say, I made $200 in an hour, and I mean, what a joke! Like, I'm not happy about that. They would look at me, rightfully so, as the greediest savage ever. So that's the mind trick that I'm always using on myself. I'm always building perspective, and my framework of perspective is not what all these people on social media are saying. And we'll just give them. We'll say that what they're posting is actually real. There's a whole nother topic there. And look at that. There we go. So there's the move. And, but no, broke down, acted strong, and then came back down. So yeah, perfect example there of, and I am stalling a little bit just so we can kind of see how the rest of that played out. But like I said, if you're anything like me, it's easy to look at social media and see gains and then start to think, oh, wow. Yeah, geez. And look at this. And then back up it goes. So even that move right there, yeah, it still would not have been any sort of, look at that. Okay, perfect example of what I've been talking about this whole time. And yes, I'm getting emotional because it's coming from a place of excitement. Like, see, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly why I missed this move over here, because that's how a lot of these breakdowns go. They break down, they act like they want to do something, and then all of a sudden do the exact opposite. So yes, I'm getting emotional, but more so from a teaching standpoint, because remember, the slogan is trade without emotion, not teach without emotion. How boring would that be? Look at this. Unbelievable. But anyways, like I said, I don't think, and even if, let's just say this was $50 that I made on the day, look at, I don't think you would go up to somebody. So let's say you did make $50. I don't think you would go up to somebody that makes minimum wage and be like, I made $50 in an hour, and then act all mad or act all ungrateful. They, like I said, they would rightfully think you're the greediest savage ever. So that is a mind trick that helps me when you have days like this where nothing really went right. The one thing that did go in my favor, I chose to scalp. And then this does actually make me feel a little bit better because, okay, well, at least I was right in that situation. But it's also annoying because, okay, maybe this was like just a one day, or a one move wonder here. And now we're back to just choppiness of the market. And look at this. Are you telling me it's going to come all the way back down? You know what? In fact, I'm going to pause just real quick and let's see how this behaves. I'm not going to commentate the whole thing, but I'm just going to pause and then come back and show you how this current movement actually turns out. And really not much. It definitely didn't come back down. But yeah, it doesn't really take away from the fact that I suppose it would have been even trickier had it then snapped back downwards. But as you saw, it was already tricky enough. Now, maybe some of you, and I need to do better at this, but if you are wondering, hey, Clay, I saw that alert earlier. You're talking about your private, community. Where exactly is all that? And right here, you can get details to it. So if you just go to claytrader.com/go, then you can learn more about it. And the pricing is $99, not per month for 3 months, which if you do the math, it breaks down to $8.25 per week. And there are no guarantees, but as I always say, I am more than confident that every week you're going to be able to get at least $8.25 per week of value. And I think I showed that here with that one alert right there. So for the people that played that and decided to hold on, even if you scalped it, I mean, Even the people that played it like I did, I'm sure they repaid for the entire 3 months in that one trade. But if they did hold on longer, then, I mean, they paid for multiple months. But like I said, if you are interested, then just go to claytrader.com/team. If you enjoy these live trade videos, if you would like for me to continue to make these, then please hit that like button. That goes a long way. They're not easy videos to make because they are live. So I have to talk to you, think for myself, manage trades, analyze trades, all at the same time. So I don't say that for pity. I just say it to build context that I do appreciate your communication, whether or not you like these videos. And again, by you hitting that like button and leaving a simple comment below, that really helps me out. So yeah, sometimes you're going to feel like you didn't quite do anything right, but all things considered, how tricky this market has been, and given I made about $200 in a little over an hour, I'm more than happy with that. I'm grateful for it. So everybody take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.